This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Javier Soto with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The winter weather in Arizona yesterday created some travel headaches, but today, weather in other parts of the country caused frustration at Sky Harbor. Airports in Boston, Minneapolis, and Portland were the main problem spots, leading to more than 35 cancellations and more than 230 delays at Sky Harbor. Portland got slammed with more than 10 inches of snow, making for a nightmare of travel for people trying to get back. One man trying to get to Portland says he got a notification at 3 in the morning his flight home had been canceled.
They tried to reroute us tomorrow with 3 flights from here to Boise to Seattle and then back to Portland. And then, so I got right on it and called them instantly and said, no, that's not going to work, because it was a new hotel, extension on the rental car, all of that.
To make matters worse, when he does get to Portland, he still has a 3-hour drive to get home. Many people staying in the valley are still cleaning up from yesterday's storm. These are photos from Dewey. That's about 20 miles east of Prescott, where a carport flipped over. Candy Jones-Millette says she lost power for 24 hours.
And I'm sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden it sounded like something like hit the house. And the wind was so bad I couldn't go out, so I had to wait until the wind died down a little bit. And then I went out with the flashlight and was looking around. And when I looked up at the roof, the first section, it looked like somebody had peeled back like a sardine can.
She's worried there could be a leak as they brace for more storms this weekend. Tonight, we're also pushing for more details about 3 deadly police shootings in just the past 2 days, none of them related. The most recent happened at 27th Avenue in Van Buren. Officials say 2 officers tried to approach a stolen U-Haul when a man pointed a gun at officers. The officers fired their weapons, killing that man. Just a few hours before, near 23rd Avenue in Glendale, police say one man was shot and killed by police after police say he fired a handgun and an officer returned fire. That man later died from his injuries. And just 24 hours earlier, a man was killed after a shooting near Dysart in Buckeye. A police officer was hurt during that incident, but is expected to recover. This year, we've seen 9 shootings involving police officers across the valley. At the state capitol today, Governor Katie Hobbs announced she withdrew her nominee to run Arizona's Department of Child Safety. After an appearance at Littleton Elementary School in Avondale, Hobbs said the move to replace Matthew Stewart as DCS director was the best decision for all involved.
As the governor and as a social worker, I take the direction of this agency very seriously. It's charged with protecting our most vulnerable populations.
State Senator Jake Hoffman, who is chairman of the Senate committee vetting Hobbs's agency nominees, took credit for that move, citing Stewart's personnel file, which includes reprimands for insubordination and unauthorized absences. Hoffman also said Stewart fired 4 gay employees who have now filed complaints against him. Your pet can get free vaccinations, microchips, wellness exams this weekend thanks to the Arizona Humane Society. It's a first-come, first-served basis with 150 spots open at 3 Food City locations. It runs Monday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Bases and Brews Festival has announced its lineup for the Valley Music Festival. Andy Grammer, Chris Lane, and Walk the Moon will be performing at the Mark Coronado Park in Surprise the weekend of March 24th. Tickets start at $30. You can find more spring training fun around the valley right now at abc15.com/things to do.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, tracking your forecast and a better day across Arizona tomorrow as temperatures warm up a little bit and winds die down for most of Arizona. Here in the valley, 48 degrees at 6 a.m. Sunrise for us just after 7 tomorrow. We'll hit 60 degrees at noon and 67 around 4 p.m. here in Phoenix. We do have another storm system coming in this weekend. It does look like much of your Saturday is going to be dry, but we'll start to pick up winds out ahead of this Saturday afternoon, and then the storm pushes in late Saturday night and early Sunday, bringing more rain and snow across our state. Here in the valley, around 1/4 of an inch of rain possible. Again, much of this is going to fall in the overnight hours, so we're not going to see as much of an impact in the daytime forecast for Saturday or Sunday. It's mostly overnight. And about 6 to 12 inches of snow up in the high country, above 6,000 feet. Lots of wind with this, gust at 45 miles per hour across the state on Saturday too, and a drop in temperatures from the 70s down into the 50s.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.